country. Joining us now is Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, who, of course, is dealing with this firsthand as well. Secretary Mayorkas will be visiting the border today. What do you expect he will see, and do you think that you'll have any interaction with him or the vice president?
Well, we've had no interaction with the vice president or the president. We have had a conversation with Secretary Mayorkas, and what he's going to see is a crisis and an emergency that needs action from the federal government, and they need to start responding to the border governors, to our requests. We need resources for the National Guard. They need to change the communication to the nation of Mexico. The Biden administration has been anti-wall and AWOL. They're absent without leave. We need support on the southern border.
Why do you think the media has essentially taken this story and given it the stiff arm?
Well, they don't like the narrative. It's a border crisis and it's a humanitarian crisis. We've had over 170,000 apprehensions on our southern border, 18,000 children that are in the custody of the federal government, and the federal government's not a very good parent. The previous administration couldn't have been more clear. I think you saw an ABC report with Martha Raddatz actually asking migrants why they were coming to the United States. They were saying it was because Joe Biden was president. She asked them if they would have made the same journey under the Trump administration, and they said no. It couldn't be more clear that the administration is not properly communicating that the border is closed.
Governor, I think you could take a step further. Alejandro Mayorkas is making a visit there to the border, head of Homeland Security. Just reading the line here, the press will not have access to Mr. Mayorkas during the trip. You know, it's not just the media that has chosen to cover or not cover, it's that the administration has kept reporters and cameras away.
The press would have never put up with this in the previous administration. The press shouldn't put up with it in this administration. They've also named Vice President Harris as the lead on the border, yet she hasn't been to the border. She's also equated CBP and ICE to the KKK. This is someone who's never seen the border as a serious threat or a real issue. The border needs attention. This is not only going to affect Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, and California, but the rest of the country as well, as fentanyl and methamphetamine spills over the border.
One other topic that I wanted to ask you about, Governor, is that today the president is going to announce some executive actions that he wants to attempt on gun control. I want to ask you how you see that, and also I understand that you just recently signed a bill in Arizona to try to protect Second Amendment rights for your state citizens. How does that work?
Yes, this is federalism at work. We're going to protect Second Amendment rights in Arizona. They're a constitutional right enumerated in the United States Constitution. I don't know what the president has in mind, but whatever he does, it likely won't do anything to solve these mass shootings that we've had. What we ought to do is we enforce the laws that are already on the books and put bad people in prison.
How will your order defy something that comes out of Washington, if it will at all, Governor?
Well, first we have to see what is coming out of Washington, but what the law that I signed will do is protect Arizonans' Second Amendment rights. It's a prescriptive law that's proactive in anticipation of what Joe Biden might do.
Governor, thank you for your time. We will stay in contact with you. I mentioned these images that Fox obtained exclusively. Just want to put them on the screen. Back of a white SUV, the amount of drugs that were packed in the back seat of this car. In addition to that, you've got all the money that you can see sitting on the table. We're talking millions and millions of dollars. Pictures came from Texas, but I know Arizona is dealing with it as well. Sir, thank you for your time. The governor from Arizona.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks,
Dana.
Doug Ducey.
Thank you.